basketball season. Let's go. Chaos. Chaos. You think about them Bulls? Ain't nobody worried about them Bulls.
Jordan Lee.
Man, ain't nobody worried about Jordan Lee. Man, you ain't overrated.
You so disrespectful, nigga.
LeBron, the king, he's so smooth, he's so strong. Dwayne will never get another ring.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah, you heard
It's disrespectful.
Yeah, we out here. We ain't worried about no Warriors. Y'all, what's up, man? What your team going? Oh, shit. Oh, man, I'm sorry, man. I forgot, man.
I ain't sorry.
Come on, man. Don't
I
be
ain't
like
sorry.
that. Come on, man. Don't
I
be
ain't
like that.
sorry. Mamba out.
Man, come on, man.
But
Don't
you
be
can
like
stay.
that. Come on, man.
Come back.
I'm sorry.
We miss you, number 8 or 24. Oh,
Come
crying
on, bro.
ass.
Come back, man.
He's a kid.
Fam,
A
you
crying
can
ass.
stay.
In 2020, that needs to be good. When my eyes.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the fourth quarter. Did y'all miss us? Whatever.
Wait, Michelle.
How are y'all?
Just kidding.
Yeah, man, we missed you guys, man. We really did. Welcome back. Welcome back again. The NBA season is right around the corner. All right, so that means
Finally.
yes, this summer was brutal. All right. We had the Olympics, but it was kind of a far-gone conclusion that Team USA was going to win.
Right. And it was only a 2-week stretch anyway.
Yeah, that's
actually
all.
just 1 week that you really watched stuff.
The only two interesting things that came from this year's Olympics was the Ryan Lochte scandal where he supposedly got robbed. Yeah, supposedly. That was the first thing. And then, what else was it? Oh, the media going crazy behind the things that DeAndre Jordan and Carmelo Anthony said, where they compared championships to a gold medal.
Oh, yeah. Like,
Yeah, the only way it probably wouldn't have been such an uproar is
if they had rings.
Thank you. Thank you.
But they don't have any.
So it's kind of like you have
They don't
nothing
have
to
any.
compare it to. Yeah, you have nothing to compare it to. I don't know. That's just.
It's like saying I'll accept a participation award if I'm recognized.
Yeah. Or.
It's like I'm good with second fiddle. Like what?
Yeah. No.
Like no. That's why that goes to show you how Carmelo has a lack of a competitive spirit.
Yeah.
That they always talk about. Like,
Yeah.
I'm good with 3 gold medals. Was it 3?
Yeah.
4?
No, I think it was 4.
4 gold
Yeah,
medals?
4 gold medals.
Come on, man.
And I get it, be proud of what you accomplished, but it's kind of like the end all be all is.
Why even compare it?
Yeah.
It's 2 different things.
It is. Because even in the Olympics, they say it's the World Olympics. That's okay, but you're not playing against
The best basketball players are in the NBA.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, that's true.
You're playing against the world, but it's like compared to the NBA, their talent level is not nearly as high as ours is here.
It's not. Because a lot of games, except for that gold medal game, was a blowout.
Yeah.
But here we are, guys. It's the basketball season. We're starting again. So we're gonna start off how we did before. Which one do you want to start with first, the East or the West?
I'll say West.
Okay, that's okay.
I'll say West. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's just compare. I'll say my number 1. You'll say your number 1.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, let me get to my list here.
So
I actually have reasons as well.
okay. She's all sophisticated now. Okay. That's fine. I keep mine up here. That's why it's important. So number 1.
By the way,
what's up?
My memory is very, very, very short nowadays. So yeah, I have pregnant brain.
I was about to say. I wonder why.
I have pregnancy brain. There will be a new addition to the fourth quarter staff
It will be.
in January.
Awesome.
Her name is Aubrey. She will be here in January. And yeah, I'm suffering pregnancy brain, so I have to write everything down. Like, you guys should really see my notepad. It's like full of stuff.
That
Grocery
is
list,
like it
bills
is.
list.
It is.
Like, yeah. Just
Oh wow.
stuff I need to put on the baby registries. Yeah.
When is the shower, by the way?
December 3rd, you will get an invitation.
Okay.
It's co-ed.
Okay.
So,
It'll be food.
of course.
Oh well, you should have led with that. You
Black people, I gotta feed the black folks.
like it's crazy.
Can't just ask y'all to show up, bring a gift, and go home. Play a couple games, give y'all some punch and some water.
Man, no, you know what was crazy? My godmama bribed us to come to her house yesterday. She said, I'm making tacos. Oh, well, you should have said
Oh
that.
yeah, I saw the tacos on
Yeah,
Snapchat.
yeah.
On Facebook, wherever it was.
Man, and them tacos was good. I had like 4 of them. Oh, they
I
was
need
so
to do
good.
some tacos. I
Man,
haven't done any in a while.
tacos would hit. I'm making some more tonight. I am. But yes, ladies and gentlemen. So we do have a new addition to the fourth quarter, which that's a blessing. That's a blessing. It is. I'm happy for her. I
We're
think,
ecstatic.
and I believe she's gonna be a good mom. I do. I mean, if she's half as good as a co-host, man, she's gonna be amazing. So, yeah, my bad. Send the prayers, send the good wishes, man, and we just gonna keep on doing what we do. The fourth quarter, guys.
Dish right.
Yes, man. So for my number one, I had Golden State.
We have Golden State.
Yeah.
No surprise. No 73 win season, but they're going to be number one. I say 66 wins. 65, 66, somewhere around that range.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna get that close. Reason being, well, my first reason.
I know 74 win season, should I say.
The reason why I don't see the Warriors being that great, I see them being great. I see them putting on a good show. But the reason why I don't see them being that great is just for the simple fact that they're gonna struggle defensively.
Oh, yeah. And they're thin on the inside.
They are. I mean, you can't. They are not. I mean, they're still going to be versatile, but I mean, you can't put Iguodala at the 5.
Right.
You can't put KD at the 5.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
You
and
can't have that small ball lineup that killed everybody.
because they got rid of
last
Maurice
season.
Spates.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and for a big
Festus
guy,
Ezeli's gone, too.
yeah, he's gone. I mean, and look at who they replaced him with: a Zaza Pachulia and a JaVale McGee. I thought he was out the
Zaza
league
about
years
40.
ago. Yeah, and JaVale McGee is the MVP of Shaqtin' the Fool. So. Yeah, I see them taking a step back, especially defensively. This preseason, the Warriors have been in too many close games.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they needed a buzzer beater by a rookie to beat the Denver Nuggets a few days ago. That's crazy.
It is preseason, but it tells a lot.
It
It tells
does.
us a lot. It tells us a lot about teams' second units,
Yeah,
third units.
yeah.
So,
And I
yeah.
mean, what helped Golden State last year flourish a lot of their leads was their small ball.
Yeah.
Was their second unit, because I mean they had
Because there was no drop off.
It
when
wasn't.
Their second unit came in.
They had Leandro Barbosa. They had, like I said, Festus Ezeli. They had Maurice Spates.
Iguodala.
Yeah, Iguodala,
Iguodala's
who's
still
still
there.
there. And Sean Livingston. But, I mean, other than that, they're not – I don't think they're going to be as
They're
good.
not going to be as lethal, but they will be lethal.
Yeah.
Not saying they won't be lethal. Not saying they won't be like, oh my gosh, the Warriors scored 13 threes, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So
They're going to be a show.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to be the team to where you want to watch them,
Right.
because you're going to see something amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like they're also the team to where it's like when you're seeing something amazing, like, you want them to lose.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all the Warriors games I watched last season was because I wanted to see them lose.
we're underdog
Yeah.
fans. We're fans of the underdog.
We are.
Anybody who is not the favorite, we want them to win.
That's true.
So, especially against the Warriors.
Yes,
But,
especially the Warriors. Check
Maybe
this.
a little hate there, but you know what? Don't even worry about it.
Speaking of hate, speaking of shade, that has gone nowhere, guys. We still are as shady as before.
Right.
Check out this video from DeMarcus Cousins, man. It was a video of him walking past Kevin Durant. Just watch it. Just watch it. It's crazy. Boy, I hate the internet.
No, you have to love the internet.
No, I hate the internet because they come up with
how
stuff
many
like
laughs
this.
we would not have if there was no internet?
That's true. That's true. But
I mean, of course, the internet has, added a lot of fuel to the flame for, politics, justice system, racial issues. But still,
it's
good for a lot of laughs, though.
It is. And I mean, when you look at it, that's the face that majority of objective NBA fans would have when they look at Kevin
They'd
Durant.
be like, clown.
Come on, man. Like,
Clown.
you
And
were.
you know what? What made me hate him even more for this decision was I don't know who they were playing against this preseason, but he shot a 3 and he turned around and was going back up the court.
You know who he got that from. Like, come on, man.
He's like one of those kids that didn't have friends in school.
What? Wait a
He just did
minute.
stuff to fit in. That's what it made me think of.
I can see that.
That's what it made me think of.
I can see that.
He was not he wasn't a nerd. He wasn't a geek. They didn't bully him, but he didn't really fit in.
Yeah.
So he did what he had to do in order to have friends for that week, that month, that year, or whatever. And that's what I see here.
But let's not. I'm tired of hearing people say comparing this to when LeBron left Cleveland.
No.
The first time. It doesn't compare. The first reason why it doesn't compare is because Miami and Cleveland never faced each other in the playoffs with something as significant on the line as going to the finals. You could have compared
it to LeBron leaving Cleveland if LeBron left Cleveland and joined the Celtics. But he didn't.
Yes, exactly, because it was a rivalry and they kept knocking them off the playoffs.
Every freaking season.
Okay.
So.
Okay. That would be a great comparison if that were the case.
But it's like, I would have respected KD if he would have gone to the Spurs.
Right.
The Clippers.
Right.
Not even the Spurs, the Clippers. Let's say he went to the Clippers. Oh, okay, cool.
Because they've beaten the Clippers before.
Exactly. You about to beat down the team that kicked you out of the playoffs. Cool. No, I'm going to join them. If you can't beat them, join them.
That gotta be the weakest sucker move I've ever. And that's what it is. I mean, they can say whatever they want to try to justify it, but that was a weak move. I mean, Russell Westbrook, I believe my man is gonna be fine in OKC. He finally has his team to himself.
You saw that video he had.
Which
he was
one?
talking about KD said something about playing for a selfless team now.
Oh, he was like, that's cute.
And yeah, that's cute.
That's cute. Look, I ain't worried about what they got over there. I just want to focus on our selfish players.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because lo and behold, the Warriors are a selfless team, but you got to realize who's on the team.
Right.
Nobody has a reason to be selfish on that team.
They don't.
Do you see who the Thunder, who their supporting cast was? KD and Westbrook. Like what?
Yeah.
Why not be selfish?
Right. I mean, when especially when all the points are either being scored or assisted by those two players. Come on now, you somewhat have that right to be selfish, Even
though it doesn't help, but you can kind of excuse the selfishness that was going on.
I mean,
like KD wasn't selfish himself when he was on the team.
Or as if though Kevin Durant didn't produce all the time. Like, a lot of the reason why they lost to the Golden State Warriors when they were up 3-1 is a lot in part of KD.
Because he left his balls in the locker room.
Like,
I'm just saying.
Like, he was out there, shots that he normally makes, he wasn't making. He was rushing shots. He was letting players get past him. It was always something that didn't always have to do with Russell Westbrook, and that was the narrative that was being made.
Right.
That it was all on Westbrook. Mm-hmm. That's not fair to Russ. It's not. But you know what? We're going to have plenty of hate to throw at Golden State this season. Let's move on to number 2. I think our number 2's match. What did you have for number 2?
They don't.
They don't?
I actually have the Clippers as number 2. I have the Clippers only by like a game or 2 over San Antonio.
See, I have San Antonio at my number 2.
That's it. Not saying they're going to be like a completely, because they were only what, how many games did San Antonio win? Like
67.
67?
Yeah, 67.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to win 67.
They could.
They have Pau Gasol, but he's older.
Very. But I think he's going to add more to them offensively.
Yeah, 'cause he ain't got no defense.
Nah, no.
It's a surprise.
Yeah, no defense, but I can just see him doing a lot more offensively for them because he can actually step out and score a three.
Right.
You know, Tim Duncan, you didn't necessarily have that. You know, but the Clippers, you know what? We're gonna talk about this when we get to the East on the next episode.
Only because San Antonio's not going to be as good as they were last season. That's it. But the Clippers, I think they stay where they are.
But the Clippers got to stay
Same
healthy.
core.
They got to stay healthy though.
They didn't get unhealthy into the playoffs. So
Yeah, but I
we
mean,
talk about the seeding here, not what happens in the playoffs, because you know they're gonna be out the first round. But anyway,
yeah, out or the second. but I mean, when you look at it, I mean, Chris Paul, he has an injury to his wrist or his thumb.
he always has an injury to
You know,
his hand.
it's so during their season, it's either Blake Griffin or it's Chris Paul.
But somehow they still come through.
They do. But also, the reason why I cannot legitimately put them above the Spurs is because of DeAndre Jordan's free throw shooting. It's not going to get better. It's not going to get better. So
You
that
don't know that.
I do.
It's not.
It's not.
It's not.
It's not going to get better.
Okay.
All right. So we finally disagree
Right.
on
So
something.
you have Spurs as 2, I have Clippers as 2. I just
Okay.
want to shake things up. Maybe that's why I did it. But
Okay.
I have good reasoning behind it.
Well, I have the Clippers in my number 3 just because out of all the teams in the West, they've been together the longest. So that cohesiveness
They have the same
is something
core.
that they have. Who do you have at 3?
Spurs.
Okay, all right.
4.
Number 4,
Portland.
Houston. I gotta do it because look, listen to me. I'll explain this. I'll explain all this, guys. 2 years ago, when the Rockets played the Golden State Warriors in the Eastern
sorry.
Conference Finals, no, it all makes sense. It'll make sense. Okay. Because when Dwight Howard wasn't really playing a few years ago, it was all on James Harden to produce, to be that man, to lead this team. And he did. James Harden finished number 2 in voting.
You're right. He didn't have that distraction, I would say.
He didn't. He didn't have that, hey, throw the ball into me so I can throw some lopsided hook shot.
Right.
You know, and then the fact that he's going to be running a point guard more. I mean, as if he didn't do that before, but I mean, I see Mike D'Antoni.
But now it's like set in stone now. This is his position.
Yeah, which will make kind of his excessive ball handling a little bit more manageable. But, you know, they still just, I mean, I have them in number 4.
Okay.
Because, I mean, once again, just like I said with the Clippers, they've been together the longest. They have. Who do you have at number 4?
Portland.
Oh, okay.
Portland. No regressions, so I'm going to go with them.
You know
They're
what?
only going to get better.
You know what? I mean, depending upon how Portland does, I could maybe interchange this and have them as high as number 3. Damian Lillard has that chip on his shoulder. C.J. McCollum is only getting better. They picked up Festus Ezeli. And also they have Evan Turner now, another playmaker and a shot maker.
He doesn't really...
I mean, he can knock down timely shots, but I mean that's really what you want him for. You want him for his playmaking, his somewhat defense, you know. And I mean the fact that he can knock down an occasional shot.
Right.
So and they picked up Shabazz Napier as a backup for Damian Lillard. Yeah. Yeah, they picked up Napier. So
Okay.
I can see them giving, because I mean last season during the playoffs, Portland gave Golden State a pretty good matchup in the second round.
Okay. You want to change your list right now, or you gonna keep Houston at number 4?
Oh,
There are a lot of experts that don't even have Houston making the playoffs.
that's true. But I have them.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I have them. I have
I have
them.
to take my heart out of it. Actually, my heart is still in it a little bit, but not as high as,
I mean,
not as much to put him at number 4.
yeah, I got them in number 4. I don't. But damn, I forgot about Portland though. In all honesty, I could have Portland as my number 3 because I mean they've been relatively more healthy than the Clippers.
Teams on it.
I told you I was leaving off somebody,
Oh.
and it was Portland. Sorry, Dame. My bad. Okay, so who do you have at number 5?
Utah.
I have OKC.
And I wasn't gonna put Utah in there only because they let Kobe score 60
Yeah,
in his
final
last game.
But did you hear that the Celtics are trying to pick up the Hayward guy from them?
No, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, they're trying to develop
They're
a
gonna trade
package.
him?
Yeah. I mean, it could be a possibility, but I mean, Utah won't be so bad. Yeah, Utah could be something. But I have OKC as number 5 because I don't see them taking that dramatic of a dip. And I mean, we're finally going to get to see what Victor Oladipo is made of.
Right.
Like,
But Utah, you have Boris Diaw's there. Joe
Yeah.
Johnson's there.
that's true.
Who else? George Hill. I keep forgetting.
Yeah,
about
George
him.
Hill. You know what? I hear you say Joe Johnson. I'm just like,
Joe Johnson is still a scorer, though. Whatever.
He just, I mean, he gets those contracts, but it's like when it comes time to money time, it's kind of like he doesn't do anything to make that money.
I
Like,
mean, but that was when he was getting, what, $22 million a season? 22?
yeah,
I mean, that's different from now.
but still, he's gonna be expected to do the same things, and it's like, those little. He's just never been the man to me. Like he's always been like that role player kind of guy to like run to the corner, spot up, and shoot. That's what teams need Joe Johnson to do. All that
That's
drill.
what he gonna do.
Yeah, but he just doesn't do it as well as other players.
He's Joe Johnson.
I know. I don't know. Okay, so who's your number 6?
Memphis.
I have the Mavs as number 6.
I don't have the Mavs on here at all.
No.
But Memphis, they had a bad season injury-wise. I think they had
They did.
the most players to play to see the court last season.
Yeah, the most starting
than any
lineups.
team ever, like 20-something different players or whatever.
Yeah.
And they still finished 7th in the West.
They did.
So, and they have Parsons, for whatever that's worth.
Uh,
But yeah, it's a lot of forward.
I mean, if Parsons can stay healthy though,
Yeah.
if he can stay healthy, that could be an
Yeah,
upgrade.
he'll be able to space the floor for him. So
Zach Randolph is deciding to come off the bench now.
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so I mean, that could be something. Mike Conley, he's going to show that he's worth the money that he made. Marc Gasol will finally be healthy. I don't know, but I
He just got hurt.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Damn.
I think it was his ankle or his foot or something like that.
Against the Rockets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's trying to downplay the severity of the injury. But I mean,
The older you get, the
the harder it
bigger a
takes to.
small injury gets.
Yeah, it takes harder to reset. Yeah, but I don't have the Grizzlies much higher, and that's just because they're playing they haven't converted to the new style of play in the NBA. It's the small ball lineups, it's the being quick, it's the shooting threes, it's to be on the fast break. Something that Memphis hasn't been known for in years. So I have them hanging on by a little thread. Their defense will keep them in it. But I mean, their offense, where are the threes going to come from? Mike Conley,
Chandler Parsons.
occasionally. I don't know. You're going to have to
Chandler
sell.
Parsons.
You're going to have to sell me something more than that.
25.
Parsons. All Chandler Parsons is good for is modeling male underwear.
Get the hate out of your heart.
I'm just
Hate
saying.
out of your heart.
I'm just saying. That's what Chandler Parsons has excelled at lately. But on the court, the production, I mean, ever since he left Houston, I mean, he's been dealing with knee injuries every year.
You're right.
So, I mean, if he can stay healthy, I mean, potentially, and I mean, Coach Fizdale, is pretty high on him. He wants him to run like a LeBron-style offense.
He's still close to a 40% three-point shooter. He's like 37, 38 or something like that. You got to remember that. He still has his touch. I think you're looking at him to provide more than what he...
I do.
Why?
I don't know. I don't
Because he did it in Houston.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah. I mean, if he would have stayed with Houston and took more chances to grow, I believe he could have been, a nice combination with what Harden and Howard were doing at the time. But I mean, I don't know. It's a sad story. Sad story. And who is your number 8?
7.
We're on 7? Mm-hmm. Okay, I just said my number 7. Who is yours?
Houston.
Oh, okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah.
Okay.
So we didn't do 7. That's because you missed a team.
Okay,
Your
so.
list all jacked up.
All right, so yeah, the Grizzlies would be my number 8. Portland would be my number 4. Houston would be my number 5. OKC my number 6. Mavs my number 7. Grizzlies number 8.
Okay, I got Houston as number 7.
Okay, so you have them making the playoffs.
I'm iffy about that though, but yeah, I do have them making the playoffs just because.
I mean, I think D'Antoni.
They're going to be a surprise. I want them to be a surprise to the league, but defensive wise, I think that's where their fate lies.
Yeah.
In their defense. So.
Yeah.
But they do have, what's that assistant coach?
Who?
Bizeldick?
What?
Is it Bizeldick? Producer? What's his name? Bizeldick?
Yes, Bizeldick.
Okay.
Shout out to our producer, by the way. We're doing big things here in the fourth quarter.
And number 8, it's a toss-up for me.
Okay, who you got?
Minnesota or the Lakers. Minnesota, because I believe in Tibbs.
Wait a minute.
His resume. You have to look at his resume.
But I had the Lakers as number 8 last year, and you laughed in my face.
That's because Kobe was there.
I'm just saying.
Lakers, no Kobe, no problem.
I mean, D'Angelo Russell,
Is a
Mr.
beast.
Ice in
Is a
my
beast.
veins.
Is a beast.
I mean, Brandon Ingram, I could,
Lakers.
I mean,
Even if they don't
Mozgov.
make the playoffs, they're not going to be last in the conference.
True.
So.
That's true. But Mozgov, he could.
Timofey,
Yeah.
Luau Dang.
Luau.
Oh, they did
Come
get
on,
Luau.
man.
They did.
got Luau.
I forgot about that.
And Jordan Clarkson, I think he's going to come off the bench. They're going to start Lou Will this year.
Huh. I forgot about that. I forgot about Luau Dang going to them. So the Lakers,
Yeah, you didn't have a reason. There was no reason for you to put them in number 8 last season.
I was optimistic of things
No.
were to come. I was.
We actually have reasons now.
Yeah.
Kobe's gone.
They
All
got-
that pressure, they're going to have fun, and they're going to play
They got
the
Luke
game
Walton.
that they love playing.
Oh, yeah.
And they got Luke.
Yeah, so I mean that could be something. Man, wow, I forgot about that. Yeah, the Lakers could be surprising. But you said it was a toss up.
Minnesota and the Lakers.
Minnesota, I
Timberwolves
think
and the
they're
Lakers.
probably like a year away.
A year away.
A year away. I do.
This could be their year. I'm
Yeah. 9 or 8. 8 or 9.
Carl
gonna
Anthony
be-
Towns is on pace.
Yeah.
to exceed Anthony Davis stat wise. So
Yeah,
if he's
that's true.
already better than Anthony Davis, then everything else can fall into place.
And he's healthy.
Yeah.
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 And he's healthy.
No, that's true. That's true. Minnesota, I don't know. I need to see a little bit more from Andrew Wiggins. I do.
What more do you need to see?
Well,
I
this is this year 4.
What more do you need to see?
No, I thought this was year 3.
Yeah, it's year 3.
Yeah, year 3.
At least it's time for him to kind of start separating himself from the pack.
Yeah.
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 He needs to put on some weight.
Yeah, he does. And Zach LaVine, I need for him to show that he's more. I mean,
He needs to put on some weight.
I've seen some videos online of him scoring and shooting, but that's going up against trainers. Like, I need to see that translate to a game. Show that he's more than just
Just
dunks.
athleticism.
Yeah. But they did get Chris Dunn as a point guard. You know,
See, I mentioned that, and he was like,
Yeah.
I mean, see, I just see that as an upgrade because I've never been high on Rubio.
okay,
Yeah.
why not?
I don't know. I just
Like
never-
offensive wise,
He's not a shooter.
He's not a
Yeah.
shooter. Yeah, first of all.
I mean, his
in this
pack-
league, you got to shoot.
You have to.
Nowadays, you have to.
You
shoot.
have to. So, I mean that, and especially when you're going up against the Currys and Damian Lillards and the Westbrooks.
And the James Hardens.
Yeah, and the James Hardens now. Wow. We just-
Point guard. He's a point guard, guys. He's a point
Yeah.
guard.
I mean, but okay, so that's our list for the West, guys. Okay, let us know what you think. Okay, what are your lineups? What do you have? Did your list match with ours? Okay, do our list completely suck? And do you have other teams that we didn't even have? Okay? So let us know about that, guys. Tune in tomorrow for the second half of the fourth quarter where we go over the East. Okay? So, see you guys later. Take care.